collect the information only as been quantity being sold, what price it has been sold, nothing more than that. And that is separate data that we have is catalog information, which again has the ISBN number. We marry these two or amalgamate these two and form the complete report. So at the retail counter, we do not know which book it is, what title it is, what publisher it is, what author it is, and which language book it has been published from. It is all come from the retailer because we believe that retailers holds the information on the sales, but the catalog information or the metadata information, or you call it the bibliographic information, holds by the publisher because they are the originator of the book. So we collect that information from publishers or the distributor or from the wholesaler or sales agent. So each of these plays a role in metadata, while the bookseller gives me only sales data.
So which part of this actually is important that you require to do your work, to get all this?
I think combination of both. Think about the book which doesn't have the metadata.
Okay.
Though I can capture the sales of that, but it will go as unknown product because we would not know who has published and where it has been published. So the essence and the success of the story of any research data when you have a sales data and combination of the metadata. So once we start the project in Malaysia as a market, while we are talking to the retailers of sharing their sales number, we get into a test phase. And test phase normally runs from 6 to 9 months. And what we do in test phase is we process the sales data, and against that we also map it to catalog information. So maybe when we map it, we get to know that we only holds for those titles 30% of metadata. It means that we also need to put resources and energy and the investment on collecting the metadata from the publishers, because those books may not be an English book. They are Malay books, there are Chinese books which we do not hold the information. So to create the understand that the whole objective of that is to capture the market. Market essence is so market essence is not necessarily what we believe is English book. It is also Malay and other books as well. So when we start this project, we run, as I said, into a test phase for 6 to 9 months where we understand the market, we process the data, we collect the catalog information, and then we go live.
Where do you get that catalog information?
So we believe and we start with the consortiums. It can be a national library.
Okay.
It can come in the picture.
Yeah.
It can be a distributor. It can be a publisher. Because you understand when you start the project, there are thousands of publishers in this market here. And it's not easy to talk to everyone and normalize the data, because you understand that publisher might be holding the geographic data or metadata in their own way. We need to normalize the data into the international standard, and that takes time. So what we do is we go to the consortiums, collect the bulk data, clean the data, and put it into my system.
In Malaysia, National Library is the one agency that manages the ISBN, as well as any book that comes with the data to produce the catalog integrated. Catalog. So that's also under the Turkey or national level. So insist those that if the published book, you have that catalog integrated. So is that going to be useful or easier for you guys?
So it is other way around. So I can give you two ways of looking at it. One is definitely we will take your data, the ISBN data, which is not a confidential data because it's catalog information. One, we help you in cleaning the data. So we converge your data into the international standard so that the subject classification like thema or Library Congress are being attached to your data so that you can use the data more efficiently in your system, like the other international boards are doing it. At the same time, it also helps you when the book stand starts, that which are the catalog that has not gone to you. So there are books which are selling, but publisher might not supply that to you. So that also gets you an informed decision so that you can speak to those publishers. They might have forgotten, they might have not got the time to supply that information back to you, though they have taken the ISBN from you. So it's like a multiple inputs that you can draw when we have metadata from you and we have a book scanner services. Because what data does it connects the dot within supply chain.
Okay, understand. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. I think probably you can even do one online session specifically for library, for the members, such right, to share a little bit more about the role that library can do to assist the country to gather the data.
Absolutely. So we have the, it can be me, it can be someone from my UK office who works closely in the space of library. We are happy to give you the best practices being followed and how they use their information, which we supply that to them in their libraries. If you are also want, we can also give you the benchmark or the best practices being followed while running the ISBN agency. So we can do the way you want. It's like we have the information, we have the work, and that we have done it internationally. We have done it, these kind of work for UAE market, for African market. We are happy to do support you for that.
We take it.
Okay, definitely. Thank you.
Because you understand that it's a say that, it's a very good say that until you don't benchmark, you are a winner. Because you don't know whether your score out of 100, which is 60, everyone until the benchmark is being, you are topper. You have topped the class. But the moment you understand that who is done what, then you understand whether you have lag, and then you start doing the actionable work. You can then decide recommendations, suggestions, etc. comes in. Otherwise, if you are looking only in silos, you are a winner.
As a librarian practitioner in Indonesia, when we want to encourage reading, we need to understand what kind of books we can read, and also where where are the gaps, and so that's very information and very data very useful for us.
Absolutely. That's why I said that we have to be very, in the new technology world, we have to be sensitive on what we spend and where we spend. And also, this also involves a lot of resources involvement. So it means that how efficiently we use our supply chain. It also like our informed decisions. So when you know which genre is working well, what my reader wants to read and what they are buying, then you can make a decision. So you can make a print run of 5,000 copies, but you know the confidence that this book will sell because the history of the book or the author book says so. If you are not confident, you might not publish so many copies because unnecessarily the printing cost, paper cost will go up. Something similar, you will also keep an eye on seasonality. So Malaysia will follow something different seasonality than to the Western world, which is like Christmas season with a big sales for that. People use the book for a gifting purpose. I don't know whether it is a commonality out here in Malaysia. Whether people use the box set, children books for gifting. Yeah, so it depends on what is the seasonality of each market. Like India, we don't have Christmas, but we have the school breaks. And when we have seen in the month of April, June, this is the period when the children books sells very well. Because kids are going on a holiday, they want to carry a book. And during the October, November, when the festival comes in India, again book sale goes up because online platforms, the brick and mortar shops decide to do a lot of discounting and promotions. So it depends on when seasonality you want to pick up. So it's not one single input, it's a multiple input that you can draw when you have the data.
Okay, thank you.